Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen and friends, it's great to be here. It's a memorable event, not just for Affinity, but also ISRA, a new fledgling organization that is being established in the footprints of Affinity Intercultural Foundation and being launched with this event we have here today. I'd like to tell you our vision for ISRA, Islamic Sciences Research Academy in Australia. I think for the last 9 years we have taken great strides in interfaith dialogue, and it has given us great extensive experience getting to know the people of Australia, and ironically getting to know our communities, Islam and Muslims themselves, better as well. I think this has placed us in a unique position, one that has a knowledge and understanding of the greater society, its values and institutions, and one that which has a good appreciation of our own tradition. And I think this is the value that we will add to academic studies in Australia, and I think this perspective is unique, and it's not very easy to have. You do need a decade of work in the field, and so we will. That will be our gift to academic studies, Islamic studies, and universities in Australia. With that in mind, Affinity. I'm so used to saying Affinity. It will take me a time to get around that. With that respect, ISRA will work with primarily Charles Sturt University, and as you can see, even in our new logo, we have used the colors of Charles Sturt University. But we also, in time, in the years to come, perhaps work with a few other universities to come. But I was saying to Ian that Charles Sturt University has a warmth and a humanity about it that one does not find easily in big institutions. And the voice of hope that Ross echoed is very important in our country and in our time in the world. So ISRA will also, another aspect, platform of ISRA will be working with high schools. We already produce a whole suite of resources for teachers and have done a major conference in 2009, which we'll repeat in 2010 for teachers. But also we will engage in new research initiatives and also provide services to other educational or institutions who may like to do research on Muslim community or social issues where we can add value as well. So this education is one part, but another part of ISRA will be its community work within the Muslim community or society at large. There's a lot of youth in Australia, Muslim youth, who are interested in Islam, finding out about their tradition from reputable and authoritative sources. And we would like to be one of those sources that provide such education, along with other respected institutions and teachers in this country. We already have 17 courses, different courses we have been running, and we were just counting the other day. We've done 180 courses already in Affinity, and 3,000 people have attended these courses in time. These courses will now be offered under the umbrella of ISRA. And one other thing I think that I want to talk about is the interfaith work. I don't think any institution in this country, especially educational institutions, can do without interfaith dialogue or dialogue of some sort. So although Affinity will primarily be involved in intercultural and interfaith dialogue, ISRA will also add value from a scholarly and theological perspective and support the work that Affinity is doing and will be doing into the future. And I think one the, there are certain things that makes organizations unique. And the one that will make ISRA unique is its core values that we also share with Affinity. And I want to mention three of them. The first one is what we say positive action. No matter what happens, we must act constructively and positively. I really think this is in the nature of religion and in the nature of Islam, that Islam and religion transforms individuals and societies for the better in a constructive endeavor. So we must, if we are religious people and we act in the name of religion, we must be constructive in all situations. So positive action in all cases is a very important value. The second one is service, khidma or hizmet, is very important. It's a value that we have forgotten over time, perhaps. Service to humanity, service to God through service to humanity is a very important ethic, and it will be an important value in Israel. And out of the 7 that we have listed in the notes, consultation is another important one. That we will be consulting with all members of community, our Muslim communities, the wider society, all stakeholders in this educational endeavor will be consulted in due course, and obviously in the way that we work within the organization. And finally, I just want to thank some people, with the risk that I could exclude the distinguished guests that we have in the audience. I want to thank firstly my first teacher, Dr. Salih Yücel. When he was the Imam of Redfern Mosque in 1991, I joined his classes when I was going to university. I have to say he made a big mark on my life in the way I understood Islam, and more importantly, the role model that he has displayed was exemplary for us as we understood Islam and practiced in this life and contemporary society. And I want to thank Mr. Orhan Çiçek. He has been a mentor for me in religious activism. His zeal for great positive work is amazing, and we always value his advice and opinion on matters. I ring him every now and then when I get stuck and don't know what to do in a given situation, and he always has the answer. I want to thank Clive Pearson, who's been instrumental in initiating this agreement, and especially Ross Chambers for taking up and being so excited from day one, and also Ian for accepting this as an agreement in his university, and also all of you for coming for today to be with us. It's great. Some of you have come from Melbourne, some of you from Wollongong, and Queensland Intercultural Society is here as well with us, and we really feel special with your presence. And finally, I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters in Affinity. It's been great. It's been great working with you over the 9 years, and I hope to work with you again, perhaps with the ISRA now going forward. 9 years is a long time. It's become part of my qadar or destiny. It's a big chunk of my adult life, but I will never forget the time period that I spent with Affinity, and certainly will be together into the future. Thank you very much.